And so what this is you scratch off and it tells you the description. And then you put your photo here that you completed.
Boom. Boom.
These two.
Oh, eating. Daytime.
Mm-hmm.
This is babysitter?
Yeah. And this is a snack right there.
Before
2
dark.
to 4 hours.
2 to 4 hours.
Streets, treats, and wheels.
$3 to $6.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scratch it off. This is the first one that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. We weren't expecting roller skates or skateboards. Yeah. And we gotta find a cool froyo place or ice cream shop around here.
Alright, so we're gonna go hiking and then ice cream.
So we're gonna find one that's close by. There's those that are close by, but you see how the length, it talks about the rating. You can see us around here. So that's what we'll probably do. Hammock Trail. Ooh! Sunny old Orlando, where Mickey Mouse roams in these grasses. I'm just kidding. I don't know where he. Somewhere in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Yo. We're gonna go to Altamont.
Altamont.
Probably hang out at Target.
Target.
We'll get some Chipotle. Almost there to the car. It's gonna live. You gotta open it up. He's out. Hello.
Alright. On today's episode of The Yang.
The Yang?
Oh, I said that wrong. the Yang.
The Yang. And the matcha.
So we're gonna talk about something really important that a lot of people don't talk about, which is like stress and like depression. How do you feel about stress and how you deal with stress?
You just put me. I didn't have any.
How do we as people,
like,
not just you, not you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we as people?
Yeah.
I mean.
Let me give you a better question.
Okay.
Label stress. What is the difference between stress and depression? Like for you, for all people, like do people get it mixed up? Do people call it daily stress depression? Is depression like a deeper, darker stress? Is a different amount of stress causes depression?
I mean, I've always thought that depression, there's like multiple reasons why one gets depressed. Like, it's not just a chemical imbalance. Like, if there was a pie chart, it's like a little bit of chemical imbalance, a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of stress, and then a lot of it about like what's your environment, you know? And then stress and like lifestyle, it all plays a part, but like the whole piece on it, it's not just like, oh, because your dad was depressed, you're gonna get depression. But it is like part of your job or part of like who you're around, or the depression I feel like is like a deep hole, that you can't get out of? What do you think about depression?
Me and my brother watched Inception, and Inception kind of helped us understand, like, for us, what depression for some are. Because for me, I think there's different types of depression. I think there's just like a chemical imbalance that you need help, you need medicine, you need therapy for. You can't do this on your own. Like, most depressions you can't do on your own, but most people, they feel like they're on their own. That's that lie, that inception that you have, a thought put in your head that you are alone, no one understands you, no one's there. In order to get to that, you need someone to help you, convince you that that is a lie. It's not true. Like, all the little lies you tell yourself, all the lies that other people tell you about yourself, you know, that causes you to go into that deeper, dark place. You're going to have to find a way to, like, extinguish those or decipher what is true and what's not true. Us watching that movie get into, like, deep thought and like meditation and listening to different types of music. Find that alone time to yourself, so you can actually understand where you are emotionally. And I was talking to you about that like a few days ago, about like going into this alone place where you can find out what the real issue is. Maybe it is like a pain that you haven't dealt with since childhood, and addressing that. So
I one time wrote depression as a poem, and I was trying to get out of depression. This was after I had lost like 10 people in a year. And it started with my friend getting shot, then my grandma died, then another friend died of cancer, then another person who I had met died of a different reason, and then someone had committed suicide, drug overdose, and then one of my best friend's dad died of pancreatic cancer. It was just like back to back. Like, I didn't have any time to like mourn and heal, and I was looking for different solutions instead of, like he was saying, like sitting by myself and like digging deeper and like mourning that. But the poem that I wrote was about this crusty, dusty, dark, damp cage, and it was like how I envision it is like a black cave of a cage. And what I as often Jay has told me that people are so in love with their depression, they're so in love with their feelings, and I was in love with that depression at that time. Like, I had not wanted to be healed, and in that poem I said I took the key and I threw it out. So I had my way of healing myself and being alright, but I decided that I was more comfortable being in this sad place where the water was dripping and I was crying all the time and it was just cold. So I don't think that everyone's depression is characterized as because they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of they need some other person to help them to see the way out, and just like finding another solution, because sometimes depression can feel like you just need a friend there besides you. Oh, okay. He's gonna get boo-boo. And then other times depression can feel like you can't eat, you know, that you don't have any motivation to like put food in your mouth. And it's really hard because I think we want to comfort someone, and then there's like that approach where it's like, oh, I understand you, like everyone gets depressed, everyone has these bad days, like you just need like drugs or alcohol, or you just need to feel like medicine, you just need this, or you just need a girlfriend or a boyfriend, instead of and then like that's one approach. And then another approach is not instead of, but another approach is where it's like, you gotta get better, like pick yourself up, like pull yourself up and just like make yourself go, like make yourself join the art class, make yourself do this, and it's no empathy, you know, because it's a balance. You can't just tell someone their feelings are valid and leave it at that. Because, yeah, I mean, I know I'm really sad. That's all I feel. I know my feelings are real because I'm living in my feelings like I'm drowning. Thank you for telling me I'm drowning. Clearly. Why don't you send me a life jacket? Yeah. And then some people are like, just learn how to swim. If you're drowning, tread water longer. You'll get out of it. And it's like, well, I can't. It's like I'm crippled. Like my muscles are about to fatigue. And that's like a spiritual and emotional like issue of like you are losing a part of you that you need to tread water, like the willpower. That's what I think depression is it takes away your will to live, like the joy of life. It makes it blah, and you don't, things that you used to find funny and like you couldn't wait to get up in the morning for, it's not a big deal to you anymore.